Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. But before I get started, please click the like and subscribe button as it helps this channel grow very quickly. So, we're looking at XRP. It's down here at 31 cents. I'm not really worried. I know where we go from here. But I want to show you something. This is Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is really dumping out, which is bringing the price of XRP down also. But one thing I found is this. Please, I want to see Michael Saylor get liquidated. Would literally be the perfect bottom. And I don't know if you like Michael Saylor or not. And that's not what the point of this whole thing is. He brought in a lot of retail investors. So if he gets liquidated, they also get liquidated. And I hate to see anyone that comes into crypto get hurt in any way. I mean, I want everyone to make money. I think crypto is one of the greatest things of all time. I mean, you had your .coms, you had, all through history, you had all types of new industrial revolutions. And I feel that Bitcoin started a crypto revolution. The thing is, it's now old, outdated technology, and there's a lot better use case and utility coins out there. So even though, people say, hey, I want to see Michael Saylor get liquidated, I don't want to see the people that bought in because of him get liquidated with him. And then we see this. The SEC chair warns about too good to be true returns amid market downturn. Now, they're kind of telling you, okay, you don't want to be in crypto because it sounds too good to be true. And that might be correct in a lot of coins. I mean, people are out there chasing meme coins on the daily because some celebrity told them, hey, buy into this, it's popular. No use case, no utility behind it, but it's popular. And then they'll tell you, oh, you should buy into Bitcoin because it's the oldest crypto. Right there should be the red flag telling you not to buy it, because anything old, the technology behind it is also just as old as the coin. And then we see this. So breaking, Gary Gensler takes a significant step back and now admits there are multiple tokens that are clearly not securities. The pressure's building. See, here's the thing. If you're in XRP and you're worried about this SEC lawsuit, you should already be able to put that behind you and say, hey, I should really be packing my bags even more instead of wondering, should I sell? I'm worried about this SEC lawsuit. And the thing is, everybody out there on Twitter, anybody on YouTube that's making XRP videos is going to tell you the same thing. And I'm going to tell you the same thing. You should not be worried about this lawsuit. I believe it's a charade. I believe that it's not even legitimate. Like, it's something they came up with just to hold back everything that's about to happen till the exact right time. And I see Ripple winning this lawsuit. I see XRP taking off. I see regulatory clarity very soon. And then comes the rest of it. And we're going to get into that also. So, utility wins in the long run. Ripple XRP is signing agreements all over the world for cross-border settlements and remittances. The U.S. is behind in adopting technology. Both XLM and XRP are ISO 222 compliant. And here's the thing, no one knows. I mean, people are going to tell you don't buy XRP because of market cap, but no one knows what a utility bull run actually looks like yet. And no one knows what a regulatory clarity coin is going to look like yet. I mean, everybody's going to argue with you and say, well, Bitcoin and Ethereum are already compliant. No, they got a free pass. It doesn't mean that they're regulatory compliant. I think the only coin we're about to see get that actual list labeling and relisted all over the place is going to be XRP. Regulations will kill the unregulated and usher in the utility bull run. This is what I'm talking about. So you go to work at your job and you try to talk to someone about crypto, and the first thing they say, oh, that's imaginary money. Or no, that's monopoly money. It's not even real. You can't spend it, and they'll always fudge you on it. I mean, they will make you want to go back home and cash out all your crypto because they don't know anything about it. They don't understand it. And the thing is, if you're listening to people like that, you are going to miss out. The best day to come for you is the day that we do go into a utility bull run, see exactly what is going to happen with it, see how high the prices are going to go, and when you do finally cash out some cash and you're walking out the door and waving goodbye to them because you're quitting your job because now you are financially stable, that's the day that you will be able to laugh at all of them the same way they're laughing at you now. And then we see this. Oh, it's long. The transition pilot period is going to last 2 to 3 years. This is talking about ISO 222. And people they're saying all the time that, the US is going to take till 2024 or 2025. But that's not what I see is going to happen. This is what I think is going to happen. I think the US is going to see the rest of the world moving faster than them, and they're going to rush to catch up. I think it's going to happen quicker than people think. I don't think it's years out. I think it's literally probably going to be months out. And I think it's going to happen by the end of 2023. And then we see this. President Biden has only been in office for 16 months, and the entire stock market gains under his time in office has been erased. It includes the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and the Dow. Biden thinks the economy's booming. It's not booming. We all know that. I mean, anyone who is sitting in the United States right now knows our economy is not booming. Every time you go to the gas pumps, you know it's not booming. When you go to the grocery store, you go and buy anything practically, you're finding out now things are much more expensive. And if you're working and you're thinking, okay, well, I got my paycheck today, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, what I was getting paid just 2 years ago seemed like I was making really good money. Now it doesn't seem so good. And that's why you invest in things like cryptocurrency, because you know that there's huge upside to it. So you're not so worried anymore. You have a future ahead of you. But the guy who's getting his paycheck on Friday night and going and sitting in the bar and drinking half of his paycheck away and partying it up all weekend comes to work on Monday and has enough money just to make it till the next paycheck. There's no real financial future there. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You got to be very smart at this time, because we have recession, we have inflation, we have job cuts coming. We have factories that are going to close. You look around, look at the businesses around your town that closed, that got swallowed up by recession and inflation. So you got to be very smart in a time like this. The time to party will come for you, but it'll come when you are financially stable. And you could throw massive parties, maybe invite your friends over to your house and say, hey, drink up and have a great time. But now is the time that you should be investing for the future, because the future right now is very uncertain. They were meant to tank the U.S. economy. The destruction is intentional. And I've been saying this even in other videos. I believe that they are intentionally doing this because they want to usher in a whole new financial system. They don't want this old broken down system where we're in a ton of debt. They want to see how they can implement something new, something that works for everyone. But the first thing they're going to have to do is figure out how to make it work for them. And then we see this, another view with major world events from pandemics to oil embargoes, crisis, and more. This is why when COVID hit, I told many to buy the dip big, because all pandemics were major green within 12 months, most 6 months. For example, 1936 and on. Now, I'm going to show you this stock market picture because it points out everything that's going on. I mean, all the way back to the 30s. I mean, the stock market has been on a huge upward trend. I mean, we get our dips, and the housing market, and we see things on throughout the time of the stock market. But the one big thing that people miss when looking at this is it's moving upward for almost 100 years. What do you think comes next? You have to correct. It's like anything that goes up for so long has to come back down. And that's why when you go to Twitter and you type in stock market crash, it'll bring you so many different tweets that people send out. It's going to happen this fall. It's going to happen the beginning of next year. It's going to happen next summer. Because people believe that because they know it's coming. They can feel it coming. And that's why you should be investing for your future now instead of later. And then we see this. What everyone is missing is that the swamp is just government officials. They want the US dollar to be the savior of the liquidity crisis, not a currency they have no control over. And see, that's the thing. If they can find a way to control XRP, it would have already been adopted. But the rest of the world is already adopting it. So now they have to keep up with the rest of the world. Other than that, the US dollar is just going to go down anyway. And they all know it. So now they're probably sitting back and devising some sort of plan on a way to control cryptocurrency, control cross-border payments, control the whole banking system the way they always did. And that's why you should know that you're invested in the greatest digital asset of all time. I think it's the other way. Lawsuit will end when it's needed to deploy for the liquidity crisis. They've already made a mockery of the SEC arguments. When focus is shifted to the SEC, liquidity freeze, the imminent end, and rise of XRP and new financial system. See, that's the thing. And that's why I'm telling you not to worry about the lawsuit. Because the lawsuit is a charade. It's just there to keep you occupied. Keep you from investing in XRP. Take the average retail investor and give them a second thought before they go and invest into XRP. But the whole thing is, eventually they're going to have to wrap this up. Because if not, they can't keep up. They can't keep up with technology. They can't keep up with the times. They're not going to be able to be part of the new financial system. And that's still going to happen with or without the United States. And they know it. And then we see this. The banks aren't involved with the future of finance yet. That's what XRP is going to do. Be the first regulated cryptocurrency to bring the banks into the future. Hope you're ready. That's why I'm telling you, now's the time to be investing when it's cheap. You're investing not only for your future, for your kids' future, for your grandkids' future, and possibly your great-grandkids' future. Think about it like this. Instead of selling your XRP at $10, okay, or $100, think about selling it at $1,000. Because we're going to eventually get there. It's inevitable. I mean, people laughed at Bitcoin. They said, "Oh, it's never going to go anywhere." And look, it did. And they're saying the same thing about XRP now. People are going to they're going to fudge you out all over Twitter. If you are not a strong, patient investor, I'm going to tell you right now not to get caught up in the FUD. Because if you do, you will sell. Oh, and then you'll get caught up in the let's try to short it scandals where people are saying, oh, now's the perfect time to short it. And then all of a sudden the market goes a different way and you lose. Even the slightest loss on XRP can be very big in the near future. That's what I'm telling you. So lots of panic in the market right now. Here's my updated price predictions for 2022. Bitcoin, 70 grand. Ethereum, 10 grand. XRP, $24. This will happen before December of this year. Now, XRP, okay, I don't know if Bitcoin's even going to make it that far because of Tether. we don't know what's going to happen with Tether yet. That's still kind of up in the air. A lot of people do believe it's going to end this year. Ethereum, I could see that making it, over the time period, but I think eventually Ethereum will also get swallowed up and go away with regulatory clarity. But XRP, no one knows if $24 is even close, because if a utility run takes off, we don't know where XRP can go. XRP could hit $100 by the end of the year. It could hit $500. It could hit 589 like a lot of people believe. And the thing is, you got to know what you hold, because the future is very bright for any XRP holder, and you always got to keep that in the back of your mind. Because if you're not sitting back and saying to yourself right now at 31 cents that I bought the greatest digital asset of all time and it's about to really take off, then you got to sit back and start doing more research, because the more you look at XRP, the more you're going to be happy that you bought it. With that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.